I thought that's a picture because the leaders kept telling us to go.
Yeah. Support.
We're gonna go downtown, try to look around, see what's going on with all these protests and shit, and just to show people, man, that it's not all violence, it's not all animosity. We're just trying to get our voice heard. So that's the main objective for today.
Like, you want me to blow your face out?
No, I don't care about that.
Well, what's going on right here?
Yeah, so yesterday I saw a post that was shared about Detroit is the New Black, which is a black-owned business here in Woodward. I don't really necessarily believe a lot of the things we're talking about with looting and all that kind of stuff, but if a black business needs help, especially being a Latinx person, non-black person, I think it's the least we could do as a group. And what we wanted to do was come out, and coaches right here, retired firemen, came out to volunteer. We put some resources together, and we helped one of our sisters from the community. We know Detroit is the New Black. There's a lot of things culturally in the city, and it's just, as we are culture creators, just wanted to support in any way we could. And that was by putting up some boards, man. Sometimes it's marching, sometimes it's cooking for people, sometimes it's keeping your doors open when people need a place to share, and sometimes it's just helping when people are in need. That's really it.
Thank you for sharing, man.
For sure.
Do you want your face blowed out?
No, I'm a real one.
What are we here? What's going on down here?
I mean, I don't see nothing wrong going on down here. I just see a lot of people, you know, helping each other. Look, as you can see right now, we got every race book out here right now. You know, we all get along. Racism is stupid, man. It don't even exist. It's what the real controllers try to occupy us with while they rob us blind. You know, anybody that's racist is an idiot. I don't care where you come from, what background, you an idiot. It's all about money, power, respect. You know, anybody that's tripping on this racism is an idiot, man. That's all I got to say about it, man.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
On camera, you don't want to be blurred out or anything?
I'm fine.
No, that's okay.
Okay. So, what are your guys' thoughts with everything going on?
I just hope for, the motto of Detroit is we rise from the ashes and hope for better days ahead. So, it's we're standing in front of the Gateway to Freedom Monument, which represents Detroit's role on the Underground Railroad. It's got, 157 years. I'm just saying that off of the top of my head, but it's terrible that we're still fighting for these same things. People are still fighting for their voice 157 years later. So, I hope that there's equality, and I hope that we get officials in charge who are more humanitarian.
Now, what was the excuse then? Exactly. It wasn't about somebody being racial then. It was about got a group of people an opportunity to blend in with them and do everything that we want to do. If you're a criminal, you're going to do that.
Yeah, you're going to see the opportunity, and that's
right.
White or black.
That's white or black.
If you're going to see you be on bullshit, a chance to be on bullshit, you're going to be on bullshit.
But now what's going on is that you got everybody out of work.
Yeah.
They don't know when they're going back. Some of them not even going to have a job to go back to. So you have a nice fancy department store or whatever. They don't care who they hurting on that end, but as long as they know they're trying to take care of their family on the other end. Yeah. So it is what it is. I mean, I was kind of cheering when they did the police department, although I knew nobody was in there. Yeah. But the bottom line is, and if I watched the video correctly, I know who took down the fence.
Yeah.
don't know if you've seen that video.
It wasn't no.
It wasn't nobody that looked like me.
No protester, right?
Wasn't nobody look like me. So they got down the fence, but they're not showing that. I was watching when CNN got bombarded with protesters, and the guy was standing there with a skateboard, and he didn't look like me. He was busting it out, and doing all that so he could cut his hand.
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody doing nothing about that. But when I seen it the next day, they showed a guy who looked just like me standing there at the entrance. But that's why I watched this, because you get misinformation. That was going to send out the world that, oh, black people are doing that. Oh, fuck them. They ain't no good anyway. We as good as everybody else if you treat us right. Right now, we at a boiling point right now. We tired. We had 8 years of a black president, and then now we got the total opposite in there now. And then everybody's scared. What if this guy gets back in?
So are you from Detroit?
Yeah, I'm from Detroit. I am Detroit.
Yeah.
56 years, man. I am Detroit.
56 years.
You know.
So, well, all of this, if you can wrap all of this shit up, all this, this shit been going on forever.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That's
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Seen this shit forever. If you can wrap all this shit up, look, we got helicopters flying over this day.
Oh yeah.
So, you can wrap all this shit up in one word. Well, not even one word, just one statement. How can you really express your feelings towards this shit? What are you exactly feeling within?
I'm tired of being picked on based on my color. And all the years that we've been going through this, it seems like right now it's gotten worse. We took a few steps forward and a few steps back. You know, cause my mother grew up in the South, and she's 92. So at that point,
and she's still living, right?
Still living, right? So there was 11 of them, and you know, they used to have people that come to their property line and say, "Oh, look at this nigga here." We couldn't do nothing when a white man decided to come on your property and fuck with you. There's nothing we could do. So when laws finally came in, we took advantage of that. So now we protected by the white laws.
Yeah.
But now look at it. What happened now?
You see what you called them,
all
right?
this free speech and right to protest. What happened last night? They knew it was us in the crowd. It wasn't about. It was about us in the crowd. That's what that was all it was about. It was about us in the crowd.
That's crazy.
You know, so I see protests going on all the time. They don't do that. They would never do that.
So are you protesting today?
I'm down here. I'm just down here basically walking around because I ain't back to work yet.
Yeah. So do you know you heard about the young man that was killed, right? The first night?
Yeah, I saw that on channel 2. I was watching it when that happened.
You know when the vigil is? Because I heard of the candlelight vigil tonight.
I didn't hear nothing about that. Cause I'm not on none of those media sites. I ain't on that. If I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it. I'm out here on the street. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that.
Okay, so you got your word to the street.
Right. So like I said, I saw that happen.
Yeah.
She was out there recording it. They said the cops. I said somebody got shot. She said, no, don't pay attention to him. He don't really know. And then sure enough,
the guy was shot.
He was shot.
Can we get this shirt, bro? Look, this shirt, bro. This is handmade. He said he couldn't get one of these bitches sent in. So
I couldn't get it fast enough. So yeah.
Back of it too.
Yeah. So yeah, I did what I had to do. Like I said, I was trying to stay home. I'm like, I'm gonna stay home. When I seen that last night, I was like,
you gotta be out here. That's what I said.
That's what it is. If everybody come out, they can't arrest all of us. They can't arrest all of us. So at that point, I'm down. You know, I'm not worried about my house and none of that. That's all property, all possessions. That, you know, if you live, you had it, okay, it's okay. But to sit there and try to protect it, which is what he's doing, trying to protect everybody's property. But I can't shoot nobody for messing with my house or my car unless they come in. So no, that ain't right. So the law is they twisting it for themselves like they always do. You know, how many black men get to beat up a white guy and then you free for a while, or shoot a white guy and you free for how many days? Come on now, months. Are you kidding? Crazy. I would like to try that. Not you. But what I'm saying is that's the point I'm making. Now, if you ever see that, then that'll be my last day on earth if I see that, and the black guy get to go free until somebody see a video of it. That's what's wrong. This been going on since I was little, man. I moved to 8 Mile last year in 1973. Me and my little group of friends, we would ride our bikes. One day we used to ride to Big Boy. It was at Livonia Mall. Ride down 7 Mile. Some young white kid, old enough to drive, yelled out the window, "Go home, niggas, go home." So my friends were younger than me. They were scared. So they took off and went into this little wooded area. but it was a cable going across. So the first one failed, and the other one stopped. And then I caught up with him, and then one of the guys got out and was running at him. I said, "Come on, come on, man!" I didn't care what would have happened to me, because I can't do that. If I see somebody getting beat up on the street,
Yeah, you can't
I'ma
let
stop.
that shit go. You can't let that
I've
shit go.
been there, so ain't nothing that I'm saying I'll do. I did that,
Yeah, I would
you
do
know,
it.
and I just don't. Yeah, rights of people, man, it's bad. Only why we still here is because of the laws they set to comfort them, and then we get some benefits from it. But then they want to twist it, so no, y'all can't get all them benefits. Nah, we're gonna lock you up. They didn't even want to allow us to have bail. They well, when lock up a nigga, he locked up until he go to court. We just prolong
that's
that.
the way that they can make us slaves again.
Yeah.
That's the only how they can make us slaves, is put us in jail.
Yeah.
So
That's why I ain't been. I'm
Yeah.
56. I don't got no criminal record. You know, I got my CPL, everything. I'm good.
I would die. I would literally die before I be a slave.
Right.
I would kill myself, or I will go out and have them have to kill me
Right.
before I be a slave.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Although I consider myself a slave for 30 years with this job that I'm in. But yet I can retire,
Yeah, you see
and at
that.
least I made it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, my kids don't see that. They like, man, you went through a lot. Why you still there? Why you still there? I said, hey, it's you always had somewhere to stay, right? So that's why I do what I do. Now, if I was by myself, yeah, I could bounce around. I could go work in California, go work in Miami or whatever, but I always had a family.
Yeah.
So I always had to make sure they came first. You can do what you want to me, but not to my family. You know, so that's why when George Floyd's brother came to Minneapolis yesterday and said, if I'm not out here riding, why are y'all?
Exactly.
Because he got every right to be mad and go down there and tear up some shit. But, you know, he said he ain't doing it. So last night, guess what? It was quiet as hell in Minneapolis.
I used to the crazy part. So you remember when the Mike Brown shit went on, right?
Oh, yeah.
Mike Brown, Philando. Okay, so I played college basketball.
Okay.
So when the Mike Brown shit went on, I was actually in St. Louis.
Okay.
So when they was doing all the looting and burning shit, I was there. I was a part of all this shit.
Okay.
I wasn't physically doing the shit,
Right,
but I
right,
was
but you
watching.
was there, yeah.
Watching. So I just wanted to be a part of it, bro. My ancestors and all this was going through the same things. They seen all these riots and they seen all these same shit. So I'm like, it's a bigger cause. It's a way bigger cause than anybody on this planet.
Yep.
So that shit choked me up every time, though.
Yeah, I know.
But this shit, it's crazy,
See,
bro.
And I seen it as a kid. That's what hurt. I seen it as a kid. I've been called a nigga when I was 11 years old. Come on now. A kid? You in a car. You ain't old enough to drive. And don't even know me. So, yeah. Somebody said, oh, you whining about somebody called you? There was a white guy that said that. I said, yeah, okay, motherfucker, but you see what happens to you if you was in my shoes. But y'all don't know because, yeah, we get looked at as, okay, here come trouble, whatever. They get looked at, hey, how you doing there, buddy? That ain't right. You know, but now,
We know. That's the thing.
why are we all angry again?
That's the thing. We informed. So before we didn't have the knowledge that they didn't want to give us. But black people we become superior, so we know our stuff now, so they can't fuck us over.
Right.
You feel me?
Especially with all these young people. That's why I'm down here. All these young people doing what they gotta do. Damn right, Skippy. I'm all for them. Yeah, don't break in nothing, but handle your business. Vote. That's the only thing I missed to put on my sticker. I voted, did you? Because that's how you do it. I got a friend that don't vote. I said, see you later, brother. I can't fuck with you. Can't fuck with you because you can't relate to nothing I'm talking about at all because you don't vote. You ain't got a hand in. You know what I'm saying? It's like running the household. You ain't paying nothing in the house. You can't say nothing. That's why that's for kids. You a kid then. If you ain't doing what you got to do as a man, you a kid. So I'm gone, man. I'm gone, man. I'm sorry, man.
Have a good one. So me and Dave been down here like 2 hours now. We've been walking around downtown a little bit further where all the stores and stuff were at. Nobody. We didn't see nobody down there. So now we're heading towards the police station where they have a crowd of people, and it looks peaceful to me. Nobody's looting. Nobody's causing any problems. We're all out here. One come and go. All of us.
Hi everybody. Oh, sorry. Victor again. I just think it's very wonderful and amazing how organized we are. We've got water, we've got food, we've got signs, we've got this great audio system, but the most important thing that we have out here is each other and people and the movement.
They'll get away with all that other stuff. It's so good to see you out here and all the young people. I'm a little just past that young age, but not in spirit. But let me tell you, we're going to be out in front of 36th District Court, because the first day they go back in session, and we don't know the date, we think it's the 15th of June. The first day, they've got orders to evict 400 people, with over 2,500 additional evictions being processed. We need you out there. Yes, we're against police brutality and we'll fight it. Been fighting it for decades.
A ban is not a license to kill. That we are paying. Let's go vote August 4th. Thank you.
Y'all hot enough? Yeah. Make sure, please, because I actually have no idea how we got all this water. So take some water, okay? And mask. Please wear a mask. We have extra masks if you need a mask. Please, please. So, all right. Couple of things. I just want to let everybody know what I'm thinking about doing. And then as a group, we should figure out what we want to do. Because that's how this movement's got to be. We're going to make it democratic. Now, the first thing is when we march, I just want to say that we should march very slowly. Huh? Because it's hot. And I want y'all to be able to, stay, not sweating your life away. So, again, like I said, I'm playing catch up to a lot of y'all. So, I'm here. I'm here all night. I'm here unless somebody make me not look. Anyway, let's just say I'm not going on my own free will. But also, let me put this out to you. It is so surprising what you can do when you're a movement. When you are a crowd that's big and that's determined and that's together, right? That's like tight, that's like very conscious of each other, right? That's very like loving with one another, right? Making sure that each other is good. You would be surprised what you can do. And so, I think if we made a determination, then that's something that later on we should talk about, because people have to decide. And of course, you got the right to do what you're gonna do. And I ain't gonna think any less of you. I'm the last person who has that right to judge whatever you do. But I know some have been determined to be here, and I'm determined to be here with y'all, okay? All right, so we got a couple of things, and that includes where we want to go. Okay? Let's take Gratiot. We take.
Let's rally out there too instead of coming right back here where they're waiting for us.
So, and that's the other thing. Because look, especially, all right, because that brings something else into play. I think, I told you what I'm gonna do, right? And that's again, I'm catching up with some of y'all. And I'm just out here because that curfew is bullshit. And we know who's most affected. Because I just will say this. So the mayor is really good at releasing the cities that people are arrested. But they don't never release the race. Wow, that's really interesting. Also, we know, unfortunately, the cops are too interested in beating asses than they are of making arrests. It's the fact that it's taken them, what, 4 days to arrest 100 people? You know, we've had thousands of people out here. So, what that means is, y'all, obviously, as an individual, you have a right at any point to turn around. Okay? But I think going down Gratiot and just keep on moving until we're ready to not move. Not because someone told us, but because we determine it, right? So we're gonna be done when we're done, right? Now, we good with that though? All right, because I'm good with that. I used to live off of Gratiot. Gratiot is a good place to be. Now, I'll also say this. As we are marching, we're going to check in at around 7. Someone, thankfully, brought some mobile speakers that are just as loud as this one. And we're going to check off again. But as we get close to that deadline, I want to make sure we're together and tight, okay? So that, because that's the best way we can defend ourselves against these bullies with shields. Because that's all they are, right? Right. I'll say this, and then we should, start getting ourselves together. I'll give us a couple of minutes. I'm going to need a couple of minutes to pray to Jesus and, my feet. But I also want to say, even though y'all heard this already, to the mayor and to the commissioner, don't call me. Y'all know where I'm going to be at. I'm going to be out right here every day with everybody else. You want to talk to me, you come to where we all are. Because I'm already getting enough phone calls and I don't need 3. And it's so funny that he gets 3, he gets people to call me on his behalf as opposed to just calling me too. That's also weird. But anyway, so y'all ready to march?
What are you exactly here for? What is your frustration with all this shit?
Honestly, man, it's frustrating seeing the same thing all the time. George Floyd is not the first, unfortunately, I don't think it'll be the last time, but it's been so much of this for so many years, over and over, that it's like if you don't take a stand now or at some point in your life, you can't really complain about things not changing. So I'm just out here and supporting with my friends and family that's out here that want to do something.
And you're not out here to loot or do any of that at all, are you?
No, I live in the city, man. That's the last thing that I want to see. I live here, I shop here, I go to school here, I work here, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't think that many of us are out here for that at all. I don't think nobody wants to see that happen. I think everybody wants this to be as peaceful as possible, but sometimes peace just doesn't work. And some people are just frustrated. And some people just take advantage of situations. But a lot of people are here for the right reasons.
We out here with you, bro.
For sure.
What exactly brings you out today?
I'm out here to show you guys that as an open carry activist, my Second Amendment right, your Second Amendment right, is here to help protect your First Amendment right, which is to be out here to protest. I'm tired of it. I'm fed up. I didn't go down to Lansing for no reason, but I came down here for you guys. Badge is not a right to kill.
There's no badge over here either. Listen, no badges over here, bro. Ain't no fucking badge
This is just an identification.
Only badge we got is our IDs. That's it.
For sure, bro. Listen, we here for us, bro. If we don't say this shit, who the fuck gonna say it? Ain't nobody gonna say it. So we gonna walk this bitch together. Gay, lesbian, purple, brown, green, whatever.
The Constitution is for every American.
So listen,
every single American.
Martin. Vontae, bro. Nice to meet you, bro. Where you from?
I'm from Belleville originally, but I've been in Detroit for like 15 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, with all this shit going on down here, man, how do you feel that? What can we do to make all this shit change?
I mean, I think it takes some pretty extreme moves, you know? Like, I think people try a lot of peaceful stuff, and like, I think peaceful stuff helps. I think a lot of people are angry at the violence that's going on the streets and the looting and things like that. For myself personally, I think that a lot of that stuff has to happen. A lot of that stuff is necessary for real change to happen. You know what I mean? A lot of people that I talk to, they don't understand that. They think, oh, like, you know, nothing came out of the riots in LA or nothing came out of the Detroit riots back in the day, but major things did happen. You know what I mean? It's sad to see communities, you know, get messed up, or see people who have small businesses get messed up. You know what I mean? But as far as like burning cop cars, burning police stations, doing peaceful protests, things like that, I mean, to an extent, some of that stuff's necessary. You know what I mean? And
So-
I don't want to sound extreme or anything.
I get you.
But you know,
But you'd rather see them loot and burn down the.
I'd rather see them burn it down. The police stations, things like that. You know, small business. I'm a small business owner, so like I don't want to see that happen. You know what I mean? But like on the same hand, if my business got burnt down, but it made a difference, that's fine.
It's worth it,
You know what I mean? As long as it actually makes a difference.
Everybody out here got the same heart because they know everything out here is bigger than ourselves. This whole situation right now is bigger than all of us out here.
Exactly.
So they know sometimes you gotta sacrifice some shit like that.
Right, yeah, 100%. So like as long as it makes a change, if we could continue to do a ton of peaceful protests and it ends up making some major change, that's amazing. You know what I mean? But like if some things get broken on the way, that's just part of the game, you know? But things haven't changed for a long time, so like stuff like this is needed. You know?
No peace.
Well, as a business owner, here you go, guys. Good. You're an athlete. You'll catch it. There you go. You know, I literally live in a glass house, right? So, you know, I live right in Capitol Park here. I'm as local as you can get in downtown Detroit. I live 50 feet away. So I wanted to come down, make sure that obviously there wasn't going to be any, but every time we've had people cross right past us every single day for over, well, it's been a week. And in big crowds. You guys want water? There you go. It's hot up there. Cheers. Be safe. So I wanted to come down and make sure things were going to be cool and let the people know that, you know, yeah, we support you, but you know, we all live here and we want to be part of it without, you know, damaging the city that we love. Really, that's what it comes down to. Thank you.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Man, Dr. Six Mile, man. Big Brewski, man. Big Roy. They know what it is. They got 2 days to kneel with us, man. They don't kneel, this motherfucker going up. We don't own nothing. They don't even need to see my face too long. They know what it is.
How you doing? How you doing?
Yeah. So what would you like to say about all this? So did you organize all this?
Yeah.
My man. Hey, tell him your name, brother.
My name is Tristan Armand Taylor, and I'm a Detroiter. And I'm just out here because the racist cops got to go. That's it. And you know, we just building this movement, giving leadership as best we can. Because all we got is us. But us is powerful and so strong. And us is what we really need to depend on. Yeah.
I appreciate you. I was just wondering, what was your thoughts about all this and how do you feel about everything that's going on?
I guess I will. If anything, it makes me frustrated that black people still have to try to convince other people that aren't in our race that it's not okay to kill a black man. Whether it was a cop, whether if it was just a civilian, whether it was somebody who feels like they have the right to stand their ground, killing a black person is not okay.
So we got Taylor.
Hold on, come back to table.
Tia, we got Tia.
It's just all really sad. My heart has just been really heavy for these past couple of days that this has been going on. Every day I think just it could be my brother. So that's why I wrote this sign. Like, it could be my brother, it could be your son, your father, even women. So it's just kind of scary to think that any day like one of my family members could be gone, and it gotta stop. So I'm out here.
How you feel about it, and what do you think we can do to change the situation?
I love it, first off. And the one thing we can't do to change is yell at the cops, because that's not gonna work. I went to my first protest yesterday. First one I ever went to, and I was really quiet. I wasn't screaming or nothing. I was trying to learn what the bad things about it are.
Yeah, the ways of it.
The bad things about it is just don't provoke the cops. Don't yell at them. Don't do none of that. Shut the fuck up. Because if you shut the fuck up and end the protest that day, we won.
Yeah.
If you don't shut the fuck up, they win.
Yeah, because they gonna beat our ass.
Don't provoke them, because you're not gonna get any leeway if you provoke them. You're cooked. Doesn't matter who it is. But as far as the support is crazy. I never thought in my whole lifetime this would ever happen. This is
how old are you, bro?
This is unbelievable. 26.
26. Okay. Thank you. Excuse me.
And we get a bunch of people driving past, throwing up their fists. Like,
everybody.
It's crazy. It's unbelievable.
And what was your name?
Bailey.
Bailey, nice to meet you, Bailey.
You
I'm
too.
Levante.
I just hope it works. I hope it works.
Get you on the sunlight.
Because
I can't see shit.
This is probably the best time to do it.
Yeah.
Quarantine, everybody's sick of being at home, and then this happens. And crazy, I can't believe there's so many more white people than black people here. Right. Like, it's like, I mean, yesterday I was fucking bawling my eyes out, just like on the low. I had my sunglasses on, and I was just like, damn, I can't believe all this shit.
It's powerful.
As much shit as I've gone through just in my lifetime, having a certain mindset about, white people, and to see this is crazy. And they're all young, so now I got all my faith back. It's not us. It's definitely not us. So that's the best thing I got out of it more than anything, is that it's not us.
And will you be out here every day to protest?
Yeah, I was here yesterday, and I didn't know yesterday was the 4th day.
Yeah.
And when I heard it was the 4th day, I'll be like, I'll be damn sure I'll be here for the 5th.
Okay.
Till it's gone, till they stop. And I mean, of course, when fucking quarantine ends, they'll probably stop. But as long as it's going on, I'm with it. Okay. Every day of the week.
I'm out here with you, bro.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate
for
you,
sure.
bro.
Thank you.
As a black man, bro.
Yeah,
Love,
absolutely.
I think it's past due. I had a sign out here. I had my 78-year-old mother out here marching with us when we were downtown. She couldn't march very long. Her sign stated, I was out here for the 67 riots. I can't believe we're back here again. Only thing I really want to say is that we got to keep, like they kept their knee on Floyd's neck. We got to keep our knee on the system's neck. I am too old. I have 2 children. My daughter is walking by herself now. I'm going back to my car because I parked over here and we started downtown. But I have a 30-year-old son, and you know what I tell him every day? Be careful. He broke down on the side of the road one day. My first response to him was, do you have on a hoodie? Not are you okay, this and that, do you have on a hoodie? Take your hood off. That's how afraid I am for my children coming up. It is crazy that in this day and time, with all the progress that has been made, that we're still dealing with police brutality. Marvin Gaye made a song back in 1968, I believe. What's going on? It's still going on. We're still killing black people just because they think that there's a criminal element. Not all black people are criminals, just like not all white people are criminals. So why are we being policed like the military? Why can't our young black men go out someplace and then come home safely? Not saying that we don't have our own things going on, but when you take away the school system, the educational system, and opportunities for our young people, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to go to the streets and do crazy things. Let's take that back. We got to keep our knee on the neck of the system because it's not going to change. It's not going. I'm out here for you guys. I'm out here for you guys because I believe that you guys are going to make the change. I'm old. You guys are. I know, but I'm saying, you guys are going to make the change. And the only thing I can do right now, and I can be a voice. I work for an automotive company. They posted something on their website, which I thought that they would never do. Ford Motor Company. I work for Ford Motor Company. On the website, we have a forum going on tomorrow from 4:30 to 6. I think it's 6 p.m. To talk about these issues that are going on in the black community. I've never seen that. I worked for Ford for 29 years. I've never seen them address something like this. So it has to change. And I smell the change, and these people out here smell the change. And that's why we're out here. That's why I'm out here. My daughter was like, I want to protest. I was like, let's go. I'm making signs. I'm like, let's go. Because we need a change. We can no longer allow this system. And we can no longer allow the racist system that was set in place once slavery was ended, the Jim Crow laws and the different things, that went forth where we couldn't buy land, we couldn't buy property, we couldn't get a loan. And even if we did get a loan, it was at a higher interest rate, although we qualified for a lower interest rate. We have to stop this. And once you give people an opportunity, they will blossom. We will blossom. Give us the opportunity. Stop killing us. Stop killing our future, because that's exactly what you're doing, killing our future. When you send our young men and women to jail for offenses that other people get a year for, you just send them to jail for 30 years, or you lock them up on some bogus charges. You see it all the time when the men are getting out of jail. They're 60 years old. They've been in jail for 30 years for something that they did not commit. This is crazy. This is crazy.
It's a flawed system. That's the only thing we can do is stuff like this.
We have to, like the officer that put his knee on his neck, on George's neck. We have to keep our knee on the neck of the dang on system. If not, we can't let the system breathe. We can't let it breathe. Just like George screamed out, I can't breathe. The system needs to say, I can't breathe. Therefore, change will come about. We got to vote. We got to get over here and do some vote in all elections. I don't care. Research. You can be in the line Googling whatever. There's too many opportunities. There's too much educational things out here for you to learn about what's going on in your system and in your community. And we got to be a community. I come from Highland Park, Michigan, which is not far from here. My mother said, I was taking her back to my sister. She's like, why don't they come down here? She's like, well, she said they may burn up stuff. I said, Ma, they're gonna come to Highland Park and they're gonna be like, oh, let's fix this up. It looks like they've already started, burning this area. All I'm saying is that you have to give our young kids a future, something to aspire for, and they are going to blossom. You see it time and time again. You see it time the football stars or whoever come out, the young people that are getting 8 and 9 scholarships to different places. We will blossom. We will blossom. Give us the opportunity. That's all.
Respect one another. That's what this is about. Trust me. Trust me. Believe me. If we have to be in a position to where we get this message across. Don't let the media and nobody else twist our words. This ain't about black power. This ain't about white power. This is about people power. This is about being unified by a common cause. And that we want to be treated with respect. If you stop me at 3 o'clock in the morning on the street, don't kill me first and then ask me for my ID. Ask me for my ID now. Please, trust and believe me. And when we do separate tonight, let's not separate simply because we going our separate ways. Let's separate because we're going to get some rest. Because we got to keep doing this. And some of us for the rest of our lives. Believe me, we have to come to grips with this one reality, man. There are some hateful people in this world. There are some hateful people in this world. I don't care who you think you are, what background you come from, what you're unified by. If you don't have love in your heart, if you don't have respect in your heart, if you don't have appreciation and humility in your heart, you are worthless in yourself.
And people just being taken away, being dragged away. So melee. Okay, all right, it's happening all around us. I got out of here. Okay, thank you. We will. Ooh, that was close.